Hello and thanks for tuning in again. We have the start of November, so I guess it is time to have a look back at October and what happened there. And I guess it will be another quite short video. So with that being said, let's just get to it, okay? Well, and as you can see, fall actually arrived and it is quite cold outside. But I have to say, I always try to stay toughened up regarding cold, so I'm still out in a t-shirt but have to wear a light jacket now. But I also still have open shoes, even though that is a fashion crime. But I guess next month I cannot pull off either of those two things. So let's see how that will go. Okay, so what happened with me over the month of October? So first of all, like you might have already seen in my last video, I'm trying to grow out my beard, which is something that is quite interesting to me because I already tried that like 30 years ago for the last time when I was in my late teens, early 20s. So back then, only this goatee was growing and nothing was coming in here. So for that reason, I was just shaving it and going with the goatee as a transitional thing. But later on, I forgot about it. I never even tried to grow it out again and was just so used to getting my goatee on and that's it. But yeah, so recently I was thinking, why didn't I never try it again? So now I'm trying it. And of course, you can see my hair is now gray and white even. So one might not even see that something is growing here, and I don't know if much is growing here either, but I will find out. If it is not becoming, then I will just shave it off again. But that is my side project at the moment, my personal project. But yeah, speaking of projects, last time I also talked about my work projects. And I mentioned that the project I was put in was quite confusing because the parameters were not clearly defined and I was a little bit struggling with what is asked of me. But after meeting with all the stakeholders, it became pretty clear. It was quite easy, but still quite time consuming. But that worked out pretty well. But last week I was pulled into another project, or back into a project I was pulled in once before that I did not like at all. But yeah, it's what it is. So I was put on it with a colleague I have never worked with. She is very nice and she was giving it all to make sure the project is working out fine. So that is really going well. And we had a project for like 1.5 weeks or something. A half week was already gone by because some things needed to be figured out by another group. So we had like a week left for stuff to do that usually would require much more time, I would say. But that is at least what we thought. But after getting into it, after the first 3 days, we managed to almost get like 80% of the project done, which is good. But it is a really I don't want to say boring, but a not interesting project, let's say it like that. But yeah, it should be done by the middle of next week. So then we are done for sure. So that is me at work and my projects. But speaking of work, we also had some visitors coming in. Our complete management team was getting into Germany and they came to Dreilinden, where our offices are located. So of course I was going there as well. And that also told me that it was the right decision to work from home, because the very first day I was going there, this was waiting for me, and it means a train was cancelled. So it took me almost an hour, or a little bit more than an hour even, to get into the office. But it was a nice visit. They were spending time with us. We were having lunch together. We had some meetings. We even had dinner in the evening. And as you can imagine, having dinner in the evening in a restaurant is is really tough on my diet. It didn't really fit in that well. but it was worth it. And adding to that, I also had my niece and her family visiting. They were staying with my sister though. So it is my niece, her husband, and 4 kids. So that was a lot of stuff that was going on there. We also spent a lot of time last week together, and that of course meant also cooking together, eating together, and also we ordered in pizza one day and we were in a restaurant here and there. So again, not the best thing for my diet, but the good thing is, and we will go to that in a few seconds when we come to our weight results. The good thing is though that I stuck to my intermittent fasting. So I didn't violate my time windows, so that was good. But of course, I did not really count the calories. So, but yeah, with that being said, I would say let's get to the weight results already. And the weight results this week, or this month, of course, are not that great, as you can imagine, because I was having a lot of extra restaurant visits and stuff like that, as I just mentioned, which of course made me not really count the calories. I wasn't able to really count the calories because I don't know what is in there. And as usual, you hear a plane flying over me, so I hope you hear me still properly. But I will just continue. Hopefully that is, and I hope this is gone very soon. So yeah, my weight is getting a little bit up this month, as was expected. Not as much as I thought or feared compared to last month. But of course, the last weeks, my weight was already a little bit more down. So compared to the previous weeks, it's quite a little bit up. But again, compared to last month, it is not that bad. But of course, the complete values for the last weeks you can see in my community posts. And now I will just share the weight change and the result change from last month to now. And I went from 113.8 kilo, which is 250.9 pounds, to 114.0 kilo, which is 251.3 pounds. So not that much up. But again, I was a little bit down the weeks before. So yeah, we will see. Body mass index from 32.9 to 33.0, not that much of a change, but again, also it was down a little bit in the meantime. My body fat got up a little bit from 33.9 to 34.7, and the muscles went down from 29.6 to 29.1. The visceral fat, the internal fat, also got down, got up a little bit again, so from 16% to 17% again. But I'm pretty sure next month or maybe even next week, because I'm now completely in my regimen with 1,800 calories per day again, I'm sure we will be back to normal very, very quickly. Also, the sun seems to be going down right now, so I hope you still see me quite well, and I hope the quality of the video has not suddenly changed that much. But we are closing to the end anyway, so that should be fine. And yeah, so basically that is my results. I hope next month will be better. I'm not sorry about my weight going up a little bit, because it was for good reasons. I really enjoyed my niece and family being here. I enjoyed the visit from my leadership team. So that was all nice, and it was worth it to even gain a little bit of weight again. But like I said, next month everything should be back to normal. And I hope your month was more successful than that. But also think that hopefully your next month is quite successful again, as I hope mine will be as well. And I'm stumbling a little bit here, so sorry about that. I'm still trying to film everything in one take right now. So that is why I do not edit this out. But yeah, so that's it. And best of luck for you for the next month. We will see each other again at the end of next month, at the end of this month, start of next month. And until then, I just say stay safe, stay healthy, and thanks for watching.